Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Emily, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 ways to make charms, and you can use them for anything that you want. In the comments down below, let me know what you think about these charms, and if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to see more DIYs. Let's get on with the video. The first charm I'm going to show you how to make is made out of polymer clay. What you want to do first is that you want to roll out some clay in between 2 pieces of parchment paper. Don't roll out the clay too thin because you don't want the charm to break while it's on the keychain. Once you're done rolling out the clay, you want to make an imprint of a cat or another animal or an object onto the clay. And once you like your shape, you can cut the shape out of the clay. When you're done getting your animal or your object out of the clay, you want to smooth out the edges with your finger. Then you want to take a clay tool and you want to put a hole through the clay. Or you can put an eye pin in the clay instead of making a hole. I'm not sure what the name is of the tool that I used, but you can see what it looks like in the video. If you're making a cat, you can make the eyes out of black and white clay, and then you can put it onto the cat. You can skip this step and paint the face on after you bake it, or you can do what I did. And what I did was that I made the eyes out of clay and then I painted the nose on. Then you can make the bow out of any color of clay that you want, and you want to put it onto the cat. If you're making a different animal or object, you can add whatever you want to your animal or your object. Once you're done making your animal or your object, you want to put a piece of parchment paper onto a baking sheet, and then you want to put your animal or your object onto the parchment paper. What you want to do now is that you want to bake the clay in the oven at 275 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 to 20 minutes. Double check your clay's instructions before baking the clay. Once your clay is done baking, you can take it out of the oven, and once it's cooled off, you can paint the face on. Unless you use the clay for the face, you don't have to paint the face on. And if you made a different shape, you can paint that too. After your charm is done, you can put a ribbon, a chain, or a ring through the hole or the eye pin, and then you will be done with this charm. The next charm I'm going to show you is a charm made out of Shrinky Dink plastic. The first thing you want to do is that you want to draw the shape of your charm on a piece of paper. You want to make it big since the plastic will shrink when you bake it. Once you're done drawing your image, you want to put the Shrinky Dink plastic over your drawing and make sure you leave some space for the hole you will make later. All you have to do now is to color in your image with permanent markers. Once you're done coloring your image, you want to put a hole above your image with a hole puncher. And then you want to cut around the image and the hole with scissors. After you're done cutting the image out of plastic, you want to put the Shrinky Dink onto a piece of parchment paper that's on a baking sheet. You do want to check the Shrinky Dink instructions before baking it, but what you would normally do is that you would put it into the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit and wait for the plastic to curl, and then wait until it flattens again, and then wait 30 more seconds. Then you can take it out of the oven, and you want to flatten the Shrinky Dink immediately with a piece of cardboard to help flatten it a little more. After the charm is cooled off, you can put a chain, a ring, or a piece of ribbon through the hole, and then you'll be done with this charm. The last charm I'm going to show you how to make is made of Perler beads. You're going to need a pegboard of any shape and some Perler beads. All you have to do is to make any shape that you want with the Perler beads on the pegboard. I made a fox, but you can make whatever you want. Once you're done making your shape, you want to put a towel under the pegboard and place a piece of parchment paper over the beads. Then you can iron it. Once you're done ironing that side, you want to take it off of the pegboard, and then you want to put the parchment paper on both sides of the beads and iron the side that's not melted yet. When you're done ironing the beads, you can take it off of the parchment paper and wait for it to cool off. After the beads have cooled off, you want to take a thumbtack and poke it through where one of the holes of the beads would be at. After you have poked the hole, you can put a ring or a thin piece of string through the hole. and you might have to bend the ring a little bit to get it through the hole since the plastic is so thick, but you can bend the ring back. When you get your ring or string through the hole, you can add it to your keys, and then you'll be done with this charm. And that's how you make these charms. In the comments down below, let me know what you think about these charms, and if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to see more DIYs. I will see you in the next video. Bye!